my name's Armida and welcome to my channel. So it's a new year, it's 2022 now. That's exciting. I was asked to talk to you guys about my artistic plans for 2022 because I sure do have them. First up, we got events, like certain showings that I for sure have in 2022, which as of right now I have 2 that are planned, maybe 3. Just waiting to hear back from them. Hopefully it's a go. So the very first event that I have planned for 2022 is Brightside Studios. I think I mentioned it in one of my vlogs already before that Brad from Brightside Studios bought 2 of my paintings, some of my best work I think personally. It's gonna be there when it opens at the end of February. I'm really excited to see how this place turns out. When I dropped off the paintings, Brad gave me a little tour of the studio and it seems like it could be a really fun place for artists. So I've never seen anything like this before. Brightside Studios is supposed to be a open studio where artists can pay a fee for I think a day, a month, or a year to use the open studio whenever they want, during that allotted time of course. So when you pay the fee, you can have like a certain space, kind of like a cubicle in the open studio that you can go there during their hours and just paint. Or I say paint because I'm a painter, but you could probably do anything within that space. And they'll supply you with supplies. They're in the back, there's a certain space for a classroom, and they got like a little stage set up for like live music. What really is getting me excited about this place is the cafe. Like they're gonna have a little coffee shop. And I just love the idea of like an open studio with like a lot of artists coming in and out, like a lot of work being done, and then like getting coffee. There's live music playing. I hope it's like, I'm really excited to see how this place really vibes. Sadly, I don't live too close to it. I do have a video idea where I go to Brightside Studios, an open studio, for maybe like a week and record my process. Maybe like just enough time to start and finish a painting at the open studio. If that's in a video idea that you would be excited to see, you know, an actual on-hand experience of painting in an open studio, please let me know in the comments. And Brad did buy just 2 of my paintings, and he really wanted to buy like my whole stock, basically everything that's behind me, but I said no because of my second event of 2022, which is that I'm finally having my first solo exhibition. Cue the applause. Yes, Armida's finally having her first solo exhibition. I'm so excited about this. This has been a thing in the making since 2019, and we're now into 2022 now. I applied and got accepted to do a solo exhibition partnering with Phoenix Public Libraries. In downtown Phoenix, there's this huge library called the Burton Barr Library. It is many stories high, this just huge building filled with all these books, and then on the ground floor, there is this little gallery called the Central Gallery, and that is where my exhibition is going to be. I applied and got accepted all the way back in 2019, and I was scheduled to do the exhibition in like August of 2020, but as you can imagine, that did not happen because when the pandemic hit, all the Phoenix Public Libraries closed to the public, and it wasn't until recently that the Phoenix Public Libraries were starting to open back up, and then they were starting to go back to doing all the exhibitions, because when I applied, a certain number of artists got accepted to do a year of exhibitions. So that's why I got accepted in 2019, and then I wasn't going to do it until like the middle of 2020. So all these other artists who are going to go before me already, who have just been waiting just as long as I have. July of 2022 is when it's going to be open to the public. I think the 3rd of July is when I install it, I think in the morning, so I think it's probably open like later that day. August 27th is when I take everything down. So I mean, that's a long time that my work is gonna be in this little room over at the Phoenix Public Library. It's so exciting. I think this is one of those news that I got, that I read the email and I think I cried. Like, I think that's how excited I was. I think only 2 emails have like made me so happy that I cried. Having a solo exhibition is such a pivotal moment in any, you know, gallery shorting artist's career, which I pretty much am at this point. I've only mentioned this exhibition, I think, think probably in a post on Instagram, because when I got the news that it wasn't going to happen, because I didn't want to boo-hoo about it being canceled for too much, because like a lot of more terrible things were happening in 2020. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, my amazing solo exhibition is postponed, like boo-hoo me. No, I didn't want it, the situation to be about me. There's still the chance that in the future that this was still gonna happen, so I was like, okay, you know what, I don't need to tell too many people. When my time comes, it will come. Now here it is. I can finally, because now I have a date, so I can tell you July 3rd is when I install it, which is so exciting. I'll even have a title for the exhibition, which I've never had to like come up with my own title for a show, which that's so exciting. It's just like, I can't wait for this to happen. If this was very fresh, I think it would be more emotional, because I'm just a little emotional little baby. It's been a thing for years that I've been waiting for this, so it's like, come on, give it to me, I'm ready. Actually, wait, no, I'm not ready. In fact, my whole goal for 2022 is just going to be making paintings to show at my solo exhibition in July. So it's January now, and so I have less than 6 months to create more work, because everything you see behind me, these beautiful beauties, is all that I really have. I think my mom has a couple more at the house that I can borrow back. Thank you very much, Mother. The goal of 2022 is going to be creating more work for the solo exhibition. After that, in July, then I think I'll just be going back to the basics, just applying to exhibitions. Hopefully I'll have all that work, or maybe it will sell, maybe it won't, I don't know. So I think the game plan, since we got less than 6 months, is I would love if I could make a large painting. I would say this is about large-ish, large to medium, maybe on the larger side, like a month. I would like to make a large painting each month, which I think is doable. It's just like if I get really busy, then it might be hard to do. Or I could do, so if I don't do a large painting in a month, then maybe I could do 2 to 3 medium-sized paintings, like maybe this bad boy up here. Just because, like, you know, life happens, and with the large paintings, I like to work as many days in a row as I can, because it just turns out better that day. I like to work wet on wet while the painting is hasn't dried yet. But the thing is, that's what the problem is working on these big pieces, is that I usually have to take breaks in the middle. But my large pieces are usually my best work, especially for a gallery. Those are like really good just to show like, oh, I want to do my best in this solo exhibition and have all the walls be like really good works of art. Speaking about large work, I even got a nice large canvas. I definitely will be doing this month, maybe January, February. Look, this is so huge, it doesn't even fit in frame. Like, I think it's even bigger than this one down here. I wasn't kidding when I said I wanted to work big for this whole exhibition. I gotta give it my all. So yeah, that's why I didn't let Brad from Brightside Studios buy all of my work, because I needed at least some for the solo exhibition. Hopefully I can crank out quite a few more paintings this year, so that I'll have plenty of extras for the solo exhibition. And the reason why I don't have that many paintings right now, even though I do paint rather fast, I would say, is that in 2021 I did sell a lot of my work. You know, like, whoop. I did a lot of events. I did a lot of showings, a lot of exhibitions in 2021, and a lot of the work just got bought. So this is just what I have left over. If you want me to go over my past exhibitions and events that I did in 2021 or before that in another video, I could. Please let me know. Give this video a like if you're interested in that. And as for number goals for 2022, I'd love to hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. I'm really close. I've been really close for a good bit. So please, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram, armida_artist. But I mean, that's a very, very doable goal that I'm going to be able to reach. Like, surely I can reach that in the entirety of 2022. And as for YouTube, I'd love to hit 100 subscribers on here. I hear that it's pretty difficult for someone who's like just uploading onto YouTube to hit that 100 mark. Plus, I think when I hit 100 subscribers, I think I can apply to get a custom URL, because I think right now it's just a bunch of numbers and letters and stuff, and so maybe I can get something more custom to me. So that'd be pretty cool. You know, that's a good goal to reach. So of course, with that on YouTube, I'd love to just keep uploading on YouTube. I'm thinking of doing weekly at least. I think right now I'm doing about like every 6 to 8 days I'm uploading, so I like to keep that up for the whole year. That'd be great. Maybe even more if I can get these out faster. But the thing is, like, I have to like paint and also like do YouTube, so it's like it's hard to do both at the same time. And like, yeah, but here's the uploading in 2022. That's exciting. But yeah, I think that's it for my plans for 2022. I'm just so excited to what's to come this year. I keep having more opportunities thrown at me, and I'm just so excited. So subscribe to follow me along in this journey of 2022 and what's yet to come. Hit like if you like this video. Leave a comment down below if whatever else you want me to talk about next. So I think that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bailey, make the noise, Bailey. Come here.
Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you. One more time, please. Thank you.